Hello, and welcome to Getting to Good Enough, a podcast to help you let go of perfectionism so you can do more of what you love. I'm Shannon Wilkinson, a life coach in Portland, Oregon, and I'm a recovering perfectionist who's getting better at good enough.
And I'm Janine Adams, a certified professional organizer in St. Louis, Missouri, and I'm lucky enough to be naturally good at good enough.
And today we're talking about one of our favorite topics, task management. Hey Janine.
Hey Shannon, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm great too. I'm excited to talk about task management.
I know. It's like a little silly how excited we get about it.
It is a little silly, but it's truly fun. I have a big smile on my face.
Me too. I think mostly because I'm completely in love with my current task management system again.
Yay, I can't wait to hear all about it because I'm still completely in love with my new task management. No, it's not new. My old task management system.
I was going to say, wait a minute.
Yeah, what's wrong with me? No. So, yeah, I'm still living in, I was going to say living and dying, but that's overly dramatic. I'm still using Trello extensively for my task management. So let's hear about yours.
Well, I am back to Todoist. And anybody who's been with us for a while probably remembers previous episode where we raved about Todoist, and we were both really fired up about it. And then it changed over time. And recently I was using the Trello system that you had turned me on to. And I liked it, but it wasn't quite working for me. And I was experimenting with some different things. And then I thought, why don't I just go back to Todoist? I love Todoist.
Right. Did you leave it for a reason?
I think what happened was I got overwhelmed by it because I tried to put too much stuff in there. Like I discovered templates. And then I put like all these templates in there, and then all of a sudden it was just, there was like hundreds of tasks in there that I was never going to do.
Yeah, that'll do it. It's so easy to do that and to get overwhelmed. I mean, that's a huge problem with tasks.
Yes.
Writing them down then overwhelms you sometimes.
Right.
So I interrupted you. So then Trello wasn't really working for you, and you thought, I'll look at Todoist again.
Yeah, and I started using it, and I was just using the free version, and then I kept wanting to do the things that you can only do with the paid version, and so I went all in, paid for a year, and I am loving it.
Excellent. How long have you been using it this time around?
I've been using it for about 5 weeks, I think.
Oh, that's excellent. That's a good long time to really sort of feel.
I currently have I think an 18-day streak going.
Oh, right.
18 days in a row.
Nice. What is it you have to do for 18 days?
So you set it, but what I have set up is like how many tasks you do in a day to count as completing it. Yeah, and then you set up how many tasks you want to do in a week, because they have it's gamified a little bit, and they have something they call karma, and you get points for completing tasks in a day and completing, and then like karma goes away if tasks get overdue, and so it's it's a little gamified. I don't pay too much attention to that, but it is pretty motivating to have those streaks show up.
Yeah, I know you especially respond well to that. I mean, you're their people in that regard. That gamifying apps are awesome for you. And for me in certain regards, so some of them. So that's fantastic. So 18 days in a row. That's excellent, because that really gets you back into the system, right? And when you're working on a streak like that, which is what it's all about. Task management systems fail when we stop looking at them. And certainly my task management system would. It has to be looked at every day, or daily tasks pile on top of you when you die.
Right. Yes. It's so sad.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's exciting.
Yeah, but I just want to clarify, I had an unbroken daily streak from when I started it, but one day when I was out of town, I didn't open it up at all, and that's how my streak got broken.
Otherwise, you've been doing it every day.
I've been doing it every day.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it makes you, doing that, I mean, that really, like, sort of staying in touch with your tasks, it helps me anyway, my peace of mind so much. Like, that gives me a sense of being in control of my work and my daily life that is just immeasurable. But the key here is it's fun, isn't it? Because we both use Todoist, we both use Trello, and we've also both used many other things at the same time over the years. But these two things, they really illustrate how there isn't a perfect system for anybody. I mean, we're all different. Right. And how working and trying things out for a while and figuring out what you want out of a system is really important. I mean, I want, well, when I see you, I want you to give me a demo of your Todoist system, because I don't want to try it myself, because I'm, you know, I need to stay focused, but I really want to see how it's working for you. But maybe, can you describe it a little bit?
Yeah, sure. So I have, the sort of the cornerstone of it is I have everything separated into 5 different projects. I have projects for my coaching business, projects for this podcast and Declutter Happy Hour, a project for the rental properties that we own, that business, a project for home, family, personal, and then a project for my mom, managing all of the estate stuff that I have to do. And so everything goes into those. But where Todoist this time made a big difference for me is that you can now look at your list like a board, so it looks more like Trello. And you can create columns, and you can move tasks between the columns. And this is the thing that I always get stuck on, is I want to have a way to remember the things I think about that I'm not ready to do yet, or may never do, but you know, I just had an idea about something, like, oh, I could do this. And so I combine those things with something that I learned from Allegra Stein, who is a business coach for coaches, who she runs a program for coaches that I'm involved in, a group for coaches, and she talks about creating a should, could, want, will lists. And she does it to help you sort of get all those shoulds out of the way and change the shoulds into coulds. So instead of saying like, oh, I should figure out my task management, it could be, I could figure out my task management. And then from the could list, you take the things that you actually want to do. And then from that list, there's the will list, that those are the things that you're actually committing to. And so I can have a list of all of these things that I could do. And I could just put anything in those, and that doesn't clog up the rest, my actual day-to-day task management.
Cool. So that's a list that you can just consult when you feel like it, and you don't lose it.
So this is another thing that I added to it is because I have 5 different project areas, each day I focus on a different project area. And in fact, because I can't remember it, of course, let me tell you what the thing. So like today, my priority task is spotlight on my coaching business. And what that means is I set a timer for 30 minutes. I review and update the project board. I plan for the next week, and then I complete tasks in the remaining 30 minutes.
Oh, cool. And you do
so,
that each day for each area, each project?
Yes.
One project per day?
Right.
Right. Oh, that's a great little routine. And is that something you do first thing?
Yes.
In the morning?
That's like the first thing I do, and then that helps me decide what I need to do for that project, and then I make sure that I'm looking at all of those lists on a regular basis. I'm looking at the boards on a regular basis.
Right. And how easy would it be for you to create a screenshot of something that we could share in the show notes? Because I kind of want to see this.
I'll absolutely.
Okay. It's been a while since I've used Todoist, but I'm having a little bit of trouble picturing it. But the concept sounds great. And I love how excited you are talking about it and how much it's working for you. And what's funny is just yesterday, I created a Trello board called This Week with the intention that each of the 5 days is going to focus on one of the different project areas. And today was peace of mind organizing, tomorrow is genealogy, and Wednesday is personal, for example. And with the things I want to highlight, the highlight tasks for those days. And it's so funny because I don't usually do that. And then I created a daily task to check that board, and I put a link to the board in it. Might be a layer of complexity that will be too much for me, but I totally get the idea of how great it is to immerse yourself in one focus area each day, especially when you have 5 of them. I mean, that's great.
Yeah, it works out perfectly. And I think I might sort of, as I get a handle on the estate stuff, I might make that a estate/genealogy day, so I can get back to more regular genealogy stuff. And then it works because like Friday is my, sort of home, family, personal day, and that's the day that I always run errands. And Monday is I focus on coaching. Tuesday I focus on this because that's when I'm editing the podcast and stuff. So it's all, I'm just very happy with how it all worked.
I know, you sound very happy.
But I think the key thing to know is that the app, Todoist isn't the answer. It's figuring out what I needed, and the thing, and recognizing like the thing that wasn't working for me with the Trello board is I want to have a place where I can put all the stuff that I think about, that I think I could do, but doesn't get overwhelming. And on Trello, it ends up just being this one big, huge, long list.
Well,
you can break it up differently.
It doesn't have to be, but yes. And that's how it was working for you. That's great. Yeah, you found the sticking point that made it hard for you. And I agree that's a sticking point for me as well there. And I changed up my board a little bit because of that. But cool. And it's Todoist isn't the answer. The answer is knowing what you want, and also knowing that what you want can change.
Yeah.
And then ideally, if we're working in electronic task management, we're using a system that we can adapt to how we want things to change. In other words, it's not, if it stops working for you, it's not that it was a failure. Todoist, you didn't fail at Todoist before. But it's just, let's see how we can switch it up to help with what my priorities are now.
Right. And I definitely know, my attention and my ability to focus has been very different this last year than in previous years.
Right. I was thinking the same thing. Like, my needs certainly changed last year. My task management needs completely changed. Yeah. Yeah.
Just this morning, I was thinking of adding a tag on Todoist that was quick wins. So I could do a search for quick wins so that, like, if I didn't know what to do, I could just do that. And then anything that's on my task list that is a quote unquote quick win, I could do that.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah. So it'd be things that I could do in like a minute or so.
And I like calling it that. That's excellent. That's sort of like my power hour. I tag things with power hour and try to do a 15-minute power quarter hour every day, at least one, just to get, just to plow through a few things, and it feels so good. But I love the idea of quick win. That's what it is. It's like, let's chuck that thing off of my task list. And because it's a full task, you can get whatever reward you get for doing it. Right? Like I get to get confetti.
If Todoist had confetti, it would be completely perfect.
You used the P word.
I know. It would be perfect for my needs now.
Yes. Well, have you written to them about confetti?
No, but I feel like I should say Trello got confetti on the iPhone app, and when I emailed them and said, hey, for some reason they asked me for feedback, and I said I would love to have confetti on the iPhone app, and they're like, what a great idea. Like they'd never thought about it. And I don't know if she was just being nice or what, but I'd like to say that I had something to do with confetti coming to the iPhone app.
I think you did. Well, and completely coincidentally, that same week, I told them that too.
Did you?
Yeah, I think they must have asked for I remember because we talked about it. I'm like, yeah, I did that. That's the week too. So I think I did it in a different way. Like yours was maybe email and mine was, I don't know, like a pop-up on my screen when I was using Trello or something. But yeah. Oh, no. Mine was social media. But anyway, it's the greatest. It's made a huge difference. It's so funny how now I'm eager to use Trello on my phone because I can get confetti for accomplishing my task. Whereas before I would wait to be at my computer, which is ridiculous. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty funny, but just recognizing and being okay with the idea that, like, it's okay to want confetti.
Right. We deserve confetti. And even Barry
for everything we do.
We do. We deserve. And this confetti doesn't make a mess. It's excellent.
It makes me feel a little bit like a millennial all of a sudden. Like, I should get a trophy for everything.
Well, you know what? Maybe the millennials have it right. Maybe everyone deserves trophies for everything. Well, or at least digital trophies so they're not collecting dust.
Right.
Because I see all these trophies. My clients have all these trophies they don't know what to do with. It's a problem.
Yes. When I cleaned out my mom's house, I found a bunch of trophies.
That her kids had done or that she earned or that she had earned?
Of mine.
Of yours? Oh, did you take them back?
My trophies. No. But I had seen this thing where people took their old trophies and they put new things on them and just like handed them out to people randomly, like to people on the street, like best red coat or something, then like gave it to somebody who was wearing a red coat.
Oh, wow. That's fun.
Yeah.
Huh. I once wrote a blog post about how to get rid of trophies, and as a result, I was bombarded for years for people wanting to know how to get rid of their trophies. And one day somebody left a box of trophies on my porch.
What?
Yeah. So
that's completely unreasonable.
Yeah, so I deleted the blog post. But I was getting phone calls and Anyway, trophies are a problem, but digital confetti is not. So, right, like you said, knowing what motivates you is huge. Like that streak thing that Todoist does. That's fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, the streak motivates me. And I realize this is sort of funny, but the other day I was Googling to see if I could change the notification sound that Todoist makes when I complete a task.
Oh, that's not silly. Did you say you thought that was silly?
Yeah.
No, I think that's a perfectly reasonable thing to want, because noise sound is very important. Anyway, were you able to change it?
No.
So you need to write to them about the confetti and the sound.
Yeah. Oh my God. If I could get a more pleasing sound and confetti.
Yeah, you're losing your credibility, because before just confetti was going to make it perfect. See what striving for perfection will do to you.
It's
Just
true.
messes you.
You get what's that called? Scope creep.
That's right.
It's never enough.
That's right. Exactly.
But then, I mean, all joking aside, it makes a good point that there isn't really a perfect thing out there, and there's always going to be something that's not quite right about whatever system you use, whether it's, pen and paper or an app or whatever. So it really is about finding the system that works. I want to say good enough, but I have to say well enough.
Right. I know. Yeah.
Find the good enough system.
The system that is good enough for you.
Yes.
Doesn't sound quite right either, though, does
No.
it? No. Right. No, you're absolutely right. And because there isn't a perfect system. If there were a perfect system that worked for everybody, whoever invented it would be very, very wealthy.
Right.
Yeah. But finding what works and playing with it and adjusting it as needed, I think, is the key to success. And I am very proud that I've been using my Trello board. It will be, I have to look up the date, but I think it's 11 months now.
Gosh.
Yeah, I've never stuck to a system that long.
That's impressive. I might have to have a anniversary party or something.
Yeah, that would be fun. We could you and I could have a Zoom screen share party with our Trello and our Todoist.
Yeah. Because we're cool that way. Oh, boy. Well, any more wisdom you would like to share about task management?
No, I don't think so. I'll do my best to provide some great information in the show notes so that people can see some links and be able to access what we're talking about. And and if you can provide a screenshot, Shannon, that would be great.
Yeah, I will come up with some screenshots to show what I love about it now. But we would like to hear from you, our listeners, as well. What are you using for task management? What struggles do you have with task management? Do you have questions that we could answer, things we could delve into? Because we love doing that. You can let us know at 413-424-GTGE. That's 4843. You can hit us up on social media. On Facebook and Instagram, we're at Getting to Good Enough. And on Twitter, we're at GTG Enough. Or you could head over to the show notes at gettingtogoodenough.com and leave a comment for us. But for now, this is Shannon Wilkinson in Portland, Oregon.
And Janine Adams in St. Louis, Missouri.
And we hope that good enough is getting easier for you. I think we should have real confetti at the anniversary party.
Well, then let's wait when we're together so you can vacuum it all up.
Okay.